Of course, thanks for staying with us on the Tobago Update Television. And of course, we are over in the sports segment. Whoop. Yes, indeed. And thank you so much. Of course, we have been joined on set this morning by some karate people. Good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning. Good morning.
Morning. You look lovely in your red this morning. And I decided to wear kind of red and black.
Yeah, see we
I like
matching,
the
matching up.
executive feel as well. Yeah, so of course, we're talking karate. Allow you guys to introduce yourselves, to of course, the viewing public.
All right. Well, good morning to the viewing public, Trinidad and Tobago. My name is Sensi Danny Roberts. What we are here to speak about is actually our camp that is coming up in the next week. It's called Camp Karate. And why we are having Camp Karate is the first camp of this kind where martial arts is concerned. Martial arts has been on the decline in Tobago, but however, our goal and the mandate that has been given to us by the world governing body, because we're the representative for PCAT, WACO, and WACO International. So we have a mandate to develop the sports in Tobago. And so because of that mandate, we have to start doing certain things. So we are starting with Camp Karate. And the opportunity with Camp Karate is that we're going to give you the chance to train over the summer. And we're going to have a tournament at the end of the summer. And in November, we're going to have a world championship where we have the international judges and other persons from Trinidad and maybe from the Caribbean and so on coming into Tobago to participate in that tournament. The persons will have the opportunity to make the Trinidad and Tobago national team. Back then when I used to do martial arts, the opportunity wasn't there, you just do it for the fun. But now there's actually a serious aspect where the art form is concerned. So we're, going to be trying to develop that aspect. It's a good discipline. They claim to be the most disciplined sports. And so that is what we're about doing at this time, developing the sport.
Fantastic. And your role?
All right. So my name is Manuva Kobe. My role is PRO for Tobago Martial Arts Academy. And I am also the team manager for the kids that we have at Tobago Martial Arts.
Yeah, so you do karate, you're not into
No,
the sensei,
no, I don't
not a
do
teacher.
karate.
Yeah, and Sensei, I want to get back to you, right? In terms of, you mentioned karate and martial arts. I was of the opinion that karate is probably different to the martial arts.
Well, all sports fall, any kind of combat sports fall under martial arts.
Right.
So it could be boxing, wrestling, whatever, they fall under martial arts. But there's so many different aspects in the art form.
Right.
The aspect that WACO focuses on is sports martial arts, katas committee, and then they start continuous sparring, and then after continuous sparring, it goes into kickboxing.
Right.
And that's the Olympics part of the sport. All of the Olympics recognized.
So what are we going to be focusing on this camp?
This camp is going to be more of the sports karate part, the developmental part of the sports karate. They'll be doing katas and they'll be doing committee, right? So that's what we'll be focusing on the camp. And of course, we'll be working with the discipline aspect because we focus heavily on that.
Yeah. And how would you respond to persons out there thinking that karate and martial arts is a dangerous sport to get involved in?
Well, all sports have contact.
Because there's that perception that karate is just fighting, but as you mentioned earlier, it's one that brings discipline.
Right. I'm quite sure, and you will appreciate that you have heard that most person know that there are martial arts on the island.
Yeah.
And that should speak for itself because you hear about it, but you never hear the people who are involved are always in some battle on the street,
right?
And they're always fighting down the place. So that should answer that question.
They call it free fighting.
Right.
That's
the
kill.
People who get involved in that type of thing is persons who don't understand the danger of fighting, because we understand that when you get into a fight, you could injure someone, you could injure yourself, or worse off, you could lose a limb, or you could come out dead. So we don't engage in that way. We will try to de-escalate, we'll talk, and we try to develop that discipline that when you're upset and you feel you're getting upset, it's time to walk.
Okay. And I want to get go back in. So tell us the locations for the camp, the time, of the camps, or so what the persons are targeting as well?
Okay, so our times for the camp is on a Monday and a Thursday at Betsy's Hope. Wednesdays and Fridays
Yeah, man.
are Golden Lane and Mount St. George, and Tuesdays and Thursdays is
Monday and Tuesday is Scarborough.
Mondays and Thursdays Scarborough,
And
sorry.
Wednesday and Friday is Bessie Home.
And in
Right.
terms of time,
4:30 to 5:30.
yeah. How can someone sign up for the camp?
All right, so we have our registration numbers here. The numbers we could call 302-1908 or 613-8200. And we have a representative there that is going to take all the information and going to register the kids at that, or the persons who are interested at that point in time.
Is there age group that you're a particular age group that you are targeting?
We start from 5 and up, but we do take in some 4-year-old according to when we do our assessment to see how they follow directions and if they're good at directions. So there's some smart 4-year-olds that will follow directions well. We start at that age group. But just to let you know, this is really something that persons should try to get involved with. The reason why we spread the camp out like that is because all these different areas will be coming together to compete for bragging rights. That's the first thing. So they're going to have a bragging rights with this thing. So if someone feel that they like the art form and they want to get involved, they just want to experiment with it, this is the opportunity for them to get involved.
So you're confident that this camp is going to be well subscribed?
I think so, because we are getting a lot of phone calls already, and we just start advertising it, and we might have to have a cutoff date and a cutoff time, because we are giving a free uniform. By you signing up, you're getting a free karate uniform with white belt. So it's gonna probably have to have a cutoff with it. So I will advise you call between now and next week, so you can actually get in, because we can't take everybody.
Yeah. So is there anything else your organization is involved in?
Yes, we are actually involved in we also do the adults here. I am heavily involved in self-defense. I teach, because I'm an international trained person. So I teach from police, because there are different aspects like passive restraint, how to restrain someone without hurting them or hurting yourself. I also teach women self-defense. I actually teach boxing and all that good stuff, so you can definitely learn a lot from us. And we work with the community, we work with the police youth clubs. If there's any organization that wants us to work with them, we actually work with them. Because I will tell you what I've been observing, I know that just about a month ago, we had a spike in violence.
Yes.
And there's a need for all organizations such as mine to get on board to try to work with our youth, because what we are trying to do, because we're Tobagonian first. And so even though we learn the art form outside, what we're trying to do is to keep some of our values and our main core values within the art form. When I was growing up, I used to tote water, sweep the yard, do little chores, do little stuff. But now, we are in a different place, a different time. So we're trying to keep some of that within our youth, because to try to keep the spike down at the violence and keep them occupied, because a mind that is not occupied is a mind that somebody else could come and influence
Well said.
occupy,
Listen, out of time this morning, I want to thank you so much for being here with us. I really hope that persons seek your advice and join the camp. It will be down to the benefits of yourself and of course for Tobago. So Minova and Sensi, thank you so much for being with us here on Tobago Updates Television.
Thank you.
I'll try to see how many persons I can get to sign up to that camp. Karate isn't dangerous. Martial arts isn't dangerous.
It's not dangerous. And let me just say congratulations on the efforts of Tobago Update
to include
to
sports.
actually move sports and move into a television station. It's really good. I'm excited. I'm happy.
Most definitely. I know they would appreciate that congratulations there.
All right.
So viewers, we're going to take a short break. Remember, it's a sporting morning here on the Tobago Updates. And we're also live on Amplia 102. That's your channel 102. When we come back, we're going to be talking CPL cricket with Mr. James Saunders.